Yeah. So hi everyone. Good evening, everyone. So today we are live, and so today we will be discussing on the six elements, six steps of creating a business development plan framework. So today we are having with us Mr. Prakash Bhatna, who is having a 16 years of sales and management experience in B2B and B2C sector. So Prakash sir, so Prakash sir, can you please tell us what are the six steps of creating a business development plan framework?
Thank you, Rishabh. Good evening, all. Once again, welcome you all to the live session of Skill Edge, Skilling Redefined. I am Prakash Bhatta, your host for the day, and I will also be discussing about the topic six essential steps on how to create your business development framework. So I know I will not be taking much of the time. This session will last for the next 15 minutes or so. Is what in 15 minutes I will be trying to cover the framework, which will be useful for you wherein you can just go back to your drawing board, start implementing it in out into the field, and start using it from tomorrow itself. So that's how this entire framework has been designed. So let me take 30 seconds also to explain about myself, my background. So I'm Prakash Bhatna. I have 16 years of work experience, worked across industries from MNCs to startup, and I'm also a serial entrepreneur. I have three startups, one in food tech. I'm a founder of three startups: food tech, ed tech, and again into sales consulting, training, and academy. So I have trained more than 10,000 sales professionals, CEOs, and business owners across different domains over these last couple of years. Since when I started off my third startup, which is called High Sales Consulting. And today we will be talking about the six steps of business development framework. All my 16 years of work experience plus my discussions with CEOs, sales professionals, I have designed this simple yet effective strategy. So, without wasting much time, let's quickly jump into the discussion. So, what are those six steps which will help you to form a very effective strategy? So, the six steps is 1 minute. So, okay. So, these are the six steps that I use with all the sales professionals that I am in discussions with all the organizations that I am consulting to. So the six steps are called SINAPAM framework. Okay, so let me go it slow. CNAPAM, SINAPAM framework. These are the six steps to build a strategy, to build a sales strategy, to build a marketing strategy, to build any kind of strategy, and make it executable. So you need to plan well, but you need to execute better. Okay, and to do that, use these six steps. So let's understand what are these six steps. Okay, first block: what is our current situation? C stands for current situation. What is my current situation? What is my company's current situation? Okay, who are our customers? So understand anything and everything about your organization as well as your current ecosystem. Who are your customers? Who are your competitors? What are their needs? Who are your customers? What is the buyer persona? What are their needs? What are the challenges? What are the pain points? This SWOT analysis of the organizations, anything and everything that helps you in good stead, and understand the company, the system, the ecosystem in and out. So the first step in any strategy or any business development framework that you will building in, understand your current situation. What is my current situation with respect to my company, with respect to the customers that I am dealing with or that I will be dealing with. Okay, once you understood this first step, jump to the second step, which is N. And N stands for what is my new situation. So you have understood the current situation. So your current situation is this: what is my new situation? So this is your new situation. Where is it that you want to go? Your new situation is nothing but the goals that you define. Today I am at level X. Today I am at level X. I need to reach level Y. today I have X level of customers, I need to reach to Y level of customers. So this is your current situation and this is your new situation. Your new situation is nothing but an evolved situation, an evolved ecosystem. What are your goals? What are your targets? What the new situation will look like? Suppose if I go from point A to point B, how will this entire situation will look like? So that is what your entire goals is. So in short, established organizations develop OKRs, which is objectives and key result areas. So currently right now we stick to objectives and goals in this new situation. So what are the goals? What are the targets? Where do we need to reach from our current situation is what the new situation is all about. Okay, now once you have your current situation, once you have your new situation, that is where you want to go. Third, resources audit. Audit your entire resources. It's good, it's fine, it's fine. You need to reach from point A to point B. That's great, that's good. Okay, but do you have the capacity, do you have the capability, do you have the credibility, do you have the resources to reach from point A to point B, your current situation to the new situation? Having lofty goals, having audacious goals, having bhag strategy, and so on and so forth looks very beautiful, looks very tempting, but you also need to introspect and understand what are your current resources, what do you have at hand. You need to audit them and be mindful of the existing ecosystem that you have, and also be mindful of the resources that are available at hand. Okay, so you know your current situation, you know your new situation where you want to go, and now you also know if you have to reach from point A to point B, I have these resources or I don't have the resources. Okay, there are only two ways. There are only two situations: either you have the resources or you don't have the resources. If you don't have the resources, build the resources, or do a growth hack, or do some kind of arrangement which will help you to scale that, right? Once you understand, once you did the audit of where you exactly stand in your journey. Fourth, P. P stands for what is the action plan to reach my new situation? How will we do it? Which channels need to be used? What communication need to follow? What content strategy I need to build on? What will be my go-to-market strategy? What will be my timelines? How do I reach? So it's a complete action plan that you build or that you consider, taking into account the resources that you have, taking into account the new situation that you want to reach in, taking into account the knowledge that you have gathered from your current situation. So your action plan is built on the earlier three parameters, which is C, N, and A. So once we are done with our action plan, just merely doing an action plan doesn't serve the purpose. An action plan needs to have two to three most important elements. One, it needs to have clear cut goals, objectives. Two, it needs to have timelines. Very critical. You can't have 10-year or infinite plans. Okay, every plan, every action of yours need to be time bound. It can't go on and on and on and on. Okay, third most important element, it needs to have a person who is accountable for driving those actions or driving those plans, right? That is where our fifth parameter comes into the picture, which is A, accountability. Who will be accountable for the objectives that have been given? Who will be accountable for the targets that have been set? Who will be accountable for the responsibilities, for the roles that have been entrusted onto them? Who will be driving it? Who will be executing it? Who will own this piece end to end? Who will own some piece end to end? Who will own the thread end to end? Who will drive the things in conjunction, in coordination with others? Okay, a person, an individual need to be responsible. It can be an individual, it can be a team, but the buck stops with that team or with that particular person, right? Last but not the least, we know where is our current situation, we know where do we need to reach, we have audited our resources whether we'll be able to reach or not, we have created an action plan basis on the knowledge that we have gained, Now we have also interested people who will be doing what and where will the buck stop. Last but not the least, if you can't measure, you can't control. I am a firm believer of that. You can have lofty plans, you can have grand plans, you can have the bestest of the team, but if you don't measure, you will not be able to control. What you can't measure, you can't control, period. There are no two ways about it. Okay, so always try to have tangible goals, always try to have tangible outcomes as much as possible, as far as possible. Okay, try to measure every metric that you have set out for to achieve your goal. What can't be measured can't be controlled. Again, I'm repeating that. So your KPIs need to be defined, your KRAs need to be defined, your tangible output needs to be defined, your tangible deliverables need to define. Proper governance model, proper review mechanism, proper metrics need to be there in place. Measurement, it can be on a daily basis, it can be on a weekly basis, it can be on a fortnightly basis, it can be on a quarterly basis, it can be on a half yearly basis, it can be on an annual basis. If you will not measure, you don't know in which direction you are going in. You don't understand how people are performing, you don't know whether the team is going in the right direction or not. So at the end of the day, without measuring, you can't achieve success. Once you measure, refine, modify, and then dovetail that into your entire plan, again repeat the entire process of business development strategy. What is your current situation? Where do you want to go? That is your new situation. Do you have the resources or not to reach to your new destination? What is the action plan basis the elements that I have? Who is accountable for driving this piece? Is it a team? Is it an individual? And at the end of the day, how do we measure and control the output? Okay, Sinapam. These are the 6 steps to build an effective business development framework. Again, I repeat: plan well, execute better, and at the end of the day, sales is easy only and only when you know how. I hope these 6 steps from tomorrow itself. Use it and let us know your feedback, whether it has helped you, how it has evolved, how you have been able to implement this in your new ecosystem. I would be more than happy to hear your feedback, input, insights. And that's it for now. I will leave you for the rest of the day. Have a great evening and see you all again with another topic and one more live session next week. Till then, thank you. Have a great Sunday. See you all. Bye. So, Rishabh, over to you. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And over to you.
Thank you, Prakash sir. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for introducing us to Synaptom. And hopefully, like obviously, we will be using this Synaptom to in our life from tomorrow onwards. So thank you. Like as you said, like C stands for current situation, N stands for the network situation, A stands for the audit of the resources, A for P stands for the action plan, A for accountability, and M for the measure and control. Thank you for introducing us to Synaptom. And I think we will be using this in our day-to-day life, and we'll be planning sales, and we'll be planning and executing this in this way as you have told us. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rishabh. Thank you very much.